All right, welcome back, dudes, to Merc Mondays. My name's Rob, this is Sarah. This is our 1981 CB Avenger project boat that we picked up about 6 weeks ago for 500 bucks. And we have been troubleshooting this motor. This thing is a 1986-1987 Mercury Black Max 150 XR2. Mouthful. And we have been trying to figure out why this thing is overheating.
Like it hates us. It completely hates us.
It runs great, it starts great, and it rips, but it just overheats as soon as you get on plane. If you haven't watched the previous videos, let's see, what have we done to this thing so far? Water pump, thermostat, poppet valve, pulled the lower unit, pulled the power head gaskets, exhaust, divider plate gasket, engine flush, temp sender, and temp gauge check. In this episode, we're going to fix some holes in the bottom of the boat because we don't want that thing to keep taking on water, especially because I don't even know if I have a bilge pump. We're going to be torquing the heads to spec, installing the lower unit, and then taking it out on the lake and hopefully not overheating anymore. So, let's do it. So my last video, we were taking on water because someone put some holes in the hull, right here and here. We're gonna go ahead and fix that real quick. Not really a big deal, just have some gel coat and some makeup, and we're gonna mix that up, throw it on there, and tape on some wax paper, let that cure. While we finish putting together the outboard, then we're gonna hit the lake. Oops, actually forgot to record that. I just slapped some gel coat on some wax paper and taped it up there. We're gonna let that cure and finish putting together this thing. I need to torque the heads and throw the lower unit on. So now I'm gonna torque the heads to spec. It's 40 foot-pounds, got my torque wrench here. We're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you start in the middle, work your way out. Oh shit. This is leaking. That's really tight.
It's always something, isn't it? Always something.
So the boat launch put in something to, blow off the weeds for invasive species. This freaking dude's just using it as a car wash. This is what our tax dollars do. We now have a car wash. Look at this. So weird. I don't really know what else we can do to this thing, but it has been overheating and had a high water pressure. So hopefully we've solved it. I think it might have been a bad head gasket, which would explain the temperatures and the pressures. And I saw some milky mixture in the port side cylinder bank. So let's see, dudes. If this doesn't work, I don't know what's going to happen because we are going out west next week, and this is probably going to be the last really warm weekend here in Wisconsin. So I really want to solve these issues, and then once the issues are solved, maybe we can jack it up and get it up to 60 or whatever. All right, ready?
No time like the present. All right, what's the verdict? Is it going to start? Ooh, well, signs of life. It's promising.
we're underway. Water is still coming in the boat somehow. I don't know what's up with that. That's really weird. We have crazy high water pressure. I don't think this is going to be a success at all. Well, bad news. Still got crazy high temps and crazy high water pressure. I don't understand. We have new water pump, new thermostats, new poppet, new head gaskets, new exhaust plate gasket, and new mid plate, intermediate plate, whatever you want to call it, gaskets. I don't get it. I've done everything I can think of. I've asked the help of all the experts. I've read the service manuals. Still overheating as soon as we get on plane, just instant. I've checked the water pickup tube for blockages, nothing. I've blown compressed air through the thermostat housings, through the block. I don't understand. I just don't get it.
Since we were pulling chunks out of, out of the plate and some sand and stuff, do you think that there could be an obstruction in there that was just too big for compressed air to blow out?
I guess we'll pull it back out. We're taking on water. I don't have a bilge pump. This thing's still overheating. We still have crazy high water pressure. So if anyone has any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. We've put in so much work and effort and nothing has helped. Every single person's suggestions, not helpful.
Well, they were helpful suggestions and they were insightful, but they just turned out not to be the problem.
God damn it. All right, let's pull this out. I guess we're gonna go play with an expensive toy instead of a cheap one.
That's enough of that now. I don't know if the audio will pick up, but there's a boat over there that Rob said has one of these engines on it, and it sounds like a jet, like a airplane jet. It sounds like an F1 car.
All right, so massive fail after a ton of work and time. I did learn a lot, but it's still overheating and the water pressure is even higher than before. It's honestly acting like it's even more blocked, which makes no goddamn sense. Now, I did get the correct gaskets for the midsection. They looked exactly like the gaskets that I took out, and this has never been apart. This motor had factory Mercury paint all over it. It was beautiful despite its overheating issues. I really don't know what I'm doing wrong. Again, we have done the water pump, poppet, thermostats, we've done all the gaskets in the mid, we've done head gaskets, we've done exhaust divider plate gaskets.
We pulled some chunks out.
We did find some stuff in there, but like I just don't know where it's blocked. And the biggest clue or the biggest mystery to me is why the water is not coming out of the exhaust. I don't get it. The midsection to me in general is really confusing. So please, if you're gonna leave a comment, make sure you watch the last video, especially the part around the midsection, because I think this is where the problem is. I could be wrong, but
we need someone else's eyes.
Some of our subscribers say they've been working on these things for decades. Please check that out and help me out. I really want to get this thing back on the water and get ripping. There is going to be a slight delay for the next few episodes just because we are going to be getting into some other adventures that are not marine related. But the nice thing about an outboard is your boating season is extended. You don't need to really worry about it freezing. So I expect that we'll be boating well into November, possibly Christmas if the lake isn't frozen over. So let's keep at it. Thanks for the support, dudes. Until next time.